Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with another Project Pan update. I am gonna update my Project 10 users in this video and go through all of the products I've been working on over the past month. If you're new to this project, I work on 10 products at any point in time, and I have a couple of different categories where I kind of roll in products. The first category that I have is basically the products that I choose myself. So I have 4 products that I choose myself out of my whole collection. I usually focus on base products, cheap products, things like that. So that's category number 1. Then category number 2 is randomized. Actually, the next 2 categories are randomized. And for those remaining 6 products, they're split into 2 categories, like I said. And first is 3 single eyeshadows, and then we have 3 lip products. And again, all of those are randomized from my whole collection. And I want to use everything in this project 10 times. So I'm going to talk you through again the products that I'm working on. Last month was a little bit of a refresh. I finished a lot of goals last month. So I'm really happy. And I had, I think, all of the products were rolled in last month. I think so. I'll know when I go through the list. But I'm going to jump straight into the video. But before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're starting off with the products that I chose myself, and first up we have a blush. So this one comes from Colourpop, and this is the pressed powder blush in the shade Desert Rose. I don't know what collection this came from, but this is the first product. It looks like this on the inside. It's just like a light peachy pink blush. It's a really stunning one. And in the past month I reached for this one a couple of times. I reached for it 3 times, which is not the most, but I am planning a lot of blushes, so I'm still fine with that, and I should be able to get the remaining 7 uses out of this one in the next month. So yeah, I'm really happy with where it's standing today. And by the way, I just looked through the list and everything, like I said, was rolling last month. So I wasn't expecting to hit too many goals this month, just because I haven't had the longest time to work on these things. But yeah, 3 uses on this one, and it's staying in the project. The next project is also a blush, and unfortunately I haven't been able to use this one that much. This is a cream blush, and this one comes from Melt. It is the cream blush light in the shade Cali Dream, which is just like a light peachy creamsicle kind of shade. You can see it right there. I've only used this one once, so 1 use on this one, 9 more to go, so I definitely have a lot more work to do with this one. What I've been doing is using one of my lipsticks in my Project Apocalypse as a cream blush quite often, which is why I haven't been using this one, I think. But I'm hoping to pick up the usage and remember to use this one in the next month. I do reach for cream blush now quite regularly, especially in summer, because I go for a lighter base and I just like doing like a cream blush. So if I just remember to reach for it down, I'm sure I can have it out soon. But this one might take 2 more months since I still have 9 more uses to go. But at least I used it once, and not the most exciting product. And again, it's staying in the project. The third product that I have been working on is actually a face palette, and this one comes from NARS. It's the Orgasm on the Beach cheek palette, which has 6 shades inside. And what I said is I could use any of the shades in any look. So if I use like 1 of the shades in one look, that's 1 used. If I use 2 of these shades in one look, that's also 1 use, and so on. But it looks like this on the inside. It has 2 highlighters, as you can see, 1 bronzer, and then 3 blushes. And I believe I reached for all of the shades at least once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My most used shades are definitely like these 2 blushes, I would say, and then this bronzer. This one is my most used in general, but I am planning quite a few bronzers, so I haven't used it as much. But those 3 are definitely my most used shades in here. Really do like this face palette. It's really beautiful, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. And I have gotten my 10 uses of this one, so it will be rolling out. And then the last product that I have from my hand selected things are actually another bronzer, and this is a cream bronzer. So this one is the Milk. What are these called again? This is the Baked. It's completely rubbed off now. It's the matte bronzer in the shade Baked. That's it, which is like the bronzer stick. This one has the old packaging, as you can see. It's still the large tube, so you can tell that this one is quite old. I got this one from my friend. She passed it down to me, and I've been using this one quite a lot. I love this product a lot. I've fallen in love with it. Right now I'm using this one quite often as a cream bronzer, so I put it down like here, 1 swipe here, 1 swipe here, here, and here. Then I go in with my cream highlighter, just like on the highlighting areas and down my nose, and then my cream blush, and I kind of blend all of that together and do a bit of like underpainting. Apart from that, I don't completely cover it up with foundation afterwards, because I've been going for much lighter bases. So today, for example, I'm only using concealer. I believe. Actually, no, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter as well. But sometimes I just go with concealer, sometimes I go with that, sometimes I go with a foundation, and I kind of just covered like, you know, this area under my eyes, concealer, and then this area here, chin, and then sometimes like here. But I was left on my beauty blender or brush. I just kind of blend out that cream work that I did, and I've been loving it. It's been looking quite natural. It's way less heavy than what I used to go for, and it's been really nice. I've really been enjoying doing my makeup that way, which means that I've gotten a lot of use out of this one, and I've already hit my 10 uses on it. I believe I reached for it now like 11 times even in the last month. I only tracked the 10, but I believe I hit about 10 uses yesterday, and then I did it one more time today, so I think 11 so far. So I'm really enjoying this one. We're going to keep it around in my everyday makeup drawer, even though I have hit my goal on this one in this project. So that means that we have hit 2 goals so far out of my hand selected products. I will show you what I picked for those at the end of the video. But let's move on to the single shadows as well as the lip products. So first off, for single shadows, we actually have 2 Sydney Grey shades. I can show you them together because they're in the same magnetic palette. Let me cover up what else is in here because I'm working on those in another project. So these are the shades right here. We have Giza Lane and Springtime, which are 2 absolutely beautiful shades. They're perfect for this time of year. They're very like springy, summery, and I have been enjoying having these ones in the project. However, I haven't used them as much as I would have hoped, but I'm again planning so many eyeshadows. I talk about that all the time, so it's hard sometimes to specifically focus on certain things. But with both of these, I have reached for them 2 times each, so I have 8 more uses to go on both of these, and they will be staying in the project. Again, I don't think it's going to be any issues getting these done this summer because they are really easy shades for me to reach for, but it's going to take a little bit more work, so maybe 2 more months for these shadows. But again, I'm hoping to at least have them out within that 3 months kind of threshold. However, the next shadow that I have is also of course a single shadow, and that comes from Cleona, and that's the shade Queen's Banquet, which is this purple shade right here. This one has a little bit of more of a dip in it now. It was pretty much like not untouched. I used it a couple times, but not too much. But you can see now it definitely looks a bit more used. The imprint is completely gone. There's a little bit of a dip there in the center. And I'm happy to say that I have now reached for this one 10 times. So this here, I'll have hit my goal on. It's a beautiful kind of purple to pink to gold green kind of duochrome, mainly like that purple to green. It's like the big 2 shifts. And it's a nice shade. It's not my favorite type of shadow, especially this time of year. I think I would have preferred working on this one in autumn kind of period, I think, and not so much in summer because it's a little bit deeper than I would want to go for right now. But I'm happy that I have hit my goal on this one. I have reached for it like on my lower lash line, on my outer corner, all over the lid, and I've been trying to find ways to incorporate it. So I'm happy to have 1 shadow rolling out, so I'm going to replace this one randomly at the end of the video. So the last things to talk about are the 3 lip products that I've been working on in this project too, and again, they are randomized. First up, we have one that I'm wearing on my lips today, but I'm mixing it with something else today. I wanted to tone it down a little bit, so I mixed it with another Colourpop lipstick actually. So this one is the Colourpop lipsticks in the shade Gold Digger, which is one of the Matte X formulas, and today I'm mixing it in with Upside Down, which is in my lip product Apocalypse, so I'm wearing those on my lips today. But this product has been really lovely to reach for. I have been really enjoying this one. It looks like this. It's like a deep kind of mauve shade, I would say. It's really nice, and hopefully you can see in here now that I've actually used quite a bit of products. Hopefully you can see it in the container there. And I have reached for this one 10 times. I'm wearing it for the 10th time today with this lip look. So yeah, this one is finished. I have reached my goal on this one. It's been really lovely. I've been wearing it a lot on its own, but also paired with other things. It's been a nice kind of mixed lipstick because, again, it's a little bit deeper than what I would want to go for in summer. Again, you can see what it looks like mixed today, and the shade that I'm mixing it with is a very light shade. That is a shade that's too light for me to wear on its own. I only mix that with other things, so it can kind of give you an impression of like that this one is a little bit deeper on its own. But I think in autumn and stuff like that, I would wear this 100% on its own. Then it would be more of an everyday shade for me. But in summer, it's a little bit too deep. So I have reached for it on its own, but I've also, like I said, paired it with other things, and it's been lovely. So this one I hit my goal on, and it will be rolling out. And again, I'm going to randomly replace this one at the end of the video. So we have 2 final lip products right here. We're going to start with this one, which comes from Chanel. And this is the Rouge Coco Shine lipstick in the shade Rendezvous, which is this kind of pink right here. This one is like the perfect summery kind of shade, as you might be able to see. It is a beautiful warm pink kind of shade and it's quite sheer. So it would have been perfect to reach for this time of year. However, I have just completely forgot about this one and I haven't reached for this one at all. So this one stands at 0 uses still, which I'm not too happy with. I think because I'm also having a lot of pink lip products in my product apocalypse at the moment. I've been focusing on those more when I want to go for pink lip rather than this one. But I know that I could easily get this one out, so I need to just remember to reach for it more because it's a beautiful lipstick and I do like it. But I just kind of have forgotten about it. I haven't prioritized it, so I need to kind of switch my priorities up for next month. And I'm sure that I can have this one out, maybe not next month, but definitely within 2 months. And then the final lip product that I have is from MAC, and this one is the matte lipstick in the shade Taupe, which is a beautiful brownie kind of nude, as you can see right there. It's a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. It's actually quite a new one. I got this one from Back to MAC when they did the last kind of Back to MAC. So when they were wrapping up the program, I got this lipstick right here as one of the things that I traded in for. And this one has been used twice in the past month, so not too much. I wish I would have used it a little bit more, but I've been focusing on getting that Gold Digger shade out because I wanted to be able to replace at least one product in this project. So yeah, I know for sure this one is going to be done for next month. It's going to definitely be my next priority. Of course, in combination with Rendezvous, I want to finish that one up too next month, ideally, or we'll see. I mean, ideally that would be nice, but 10 uses left. It's kind of like rolling in something new. So again, we're going to see how it goes. But this one, I'm going to definitely aim to have done because it's 8 more uses, which is quite a lot, but it is an everyday shade for me. So I'm sure that I can get it out if I use focus on it. So those are all of the things that I've been working on in the past month. The last thing to do is to roll in some new products. And I'm going to start off with the hand selected products. So again, I do pick 2 things to roll in that I can kind of pick whatever I want, but I usually again focus on base or cheek products. So I have one of each. I have one cheek product and one base product, but I start with the cheek product, which is this one right here. This one is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed, which is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. It is more of a red tone kind of bronzer, and I really do love this one. I got this one from my friend, and I really do want to show this one some more love. I know that I'm panning 2 different bronzers at the moment. I'm panning one in my face palette, Panda face palette, and also in my rolling product pan. No, sorry, not my rolling product pan. I'm panning that in my deco panning. So 2 powder bronzers already that I'm focusing on, but I only need to use this one 10 times to roll it out, and I do want to not neglect the rest of my collection just because I do have things to finish up in the year, and I think that's kind of why I like this project so much, because I can rotate through things and just kind of show them some love without necessarily taking away too much time from things that I'm trying to finish. But yeah, this will be the first product rolling in, and I'm sure that I will be able to have this one out relatively soon. Bronze is something that I use for every single day I do my makeup, and this is a perfect shade for summer, so I'm excited to reach for it. And then for that base product, I have decided to roll in this one right here, which comes from Bare Minerals, and this is the Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream in the shade Natural 05, which is basically like a tinted moisturizer. I do really like this product. It's a little bit lighter weight, which is something again that I've been really liking going for, and I think this one is going to work really nicely for me in the kind of routine that I'm doing now when I don't use it all on my face, but I kind of use like underpaint and then go in like in the areas where I need a little bit of coverage, or to tone down that blush, if that makes sense. So I think this one is going to be really lovely to work on, and I think it's also going to be a really good shade match for me. I have a little bit of a tan, but nothing too much. I did have more of a tan before, but it has gone away because the weather has been crap in the UK. It's been heating up a little bit again, but I'm hoping that summer is going to hit at some point. And I can get a bit more of a tan again, but for now this is probably the perfect shade for me because it's not super deep, but it's also a little bit deeper than I would wear in winter. So that's going to be the next product that I'm rolling in. So we're going to start off by rolling in the random single shadow next and do the lip product afterwards. I'm going to roll both of them and then pick them out after I've finished rolling. So let's see what I get for the single shadow. What's that? Tom Ford Copper. I don't think I have that in my collection anymore. I'm pretty sure that, let me check quickly. I'm pretty sure I decluttered that one because it started to like kind of, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I decluttered that one because it wasn't working as well. But let me check quickly, like I said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I decluttered that one. So let me re-roll and see what I get instead. We have Time to Celebrate Sydney Grace. Is that a deep brown? I can't remember, but it's a Sydney Grey shade. I think it's a more of a neutral shade. So that's going to be my single. That's absolutely fine. It's going to be fine. I'm going to have 3 Sydney Grey shades in the project, but that's okay. And then let me pull up my lip product wheel. And we are going to go ahead and pick one product here as well. And we have Incorrigible from Tom Ford, which is something that I'm actually currently planning in my Project Apocalypse. So we're going to have to re-roll because I'm already working on that one. And we have Sweet Cheeks Huda Beauty. Okay, I think I know that. I mean, I only have 100 Beauty lipstick, but that's fine. I'm trying to think what shade it is. I think it's like a light mauve pink. I think so. Let me get those 2 anyway, and I will be right back. So I'm back and I have found my 2 products. So Time to Celebrate was not a deep brown, but it was kind of like more of a neutral shade. It is swatched right here, so you can see it's more of a kind of warm mauve pink. Yeah, it's really, really pretty, and that is the shade right here. It's a beautiful, beautiful crease shade, and I know that I'm gonna love reaching for the shade. And again, that was Time to Celebrate from Sydney Grace, so very happy that this one rolled in. And then for the lipstick, we have this one right here, which is again from Huda Beauty. This is the cream lipstick in the shade Sweet Cheeks, which again is swatched underneath it. It's actually quite a nice pairing. They're very, very similar in undertone, so it's again like a warm mauve kind of nude. I don't know, it has a little bit of mauve in it, but it's definitely a bit more warm. But again, these 2 work beautifully together. They're like perfect. And this is the lipstick right here. I haven't actually used this one too much because this one was a freebie, I believe, in like a goodie bag or an advent calendar or something like that from Cold Beauty. And it's a beautiful shade. I think I definitely get some use out of it, and it's going to be fun to play around with. So 10 uses on this product, same as everything else on this project, and that is going to be the last thing rolling in. So that, you guys, is going to be my update for my product 10 uses. I'm really happy with where everything stands today and what I rolled in. Really, really pleased with both the randomized choices. I think I'm going to get some great use out of those. Quickly before I wrap up, I'm just going to talk through my goals for next month and what I think I can roll out. I do believe I can probably roll out this Huda Beauty lipstick. I think should be able to can be rolled out. I think that might be possible because it's a very nice everyday shade. But first I'm going to try to focus on the MAC lipsticks to have that out. But if I can have both of them finished, that would be great. On top of that, about the 2 more colorful Sydney Grey shades that I rolled in last month, the yellow and the green, I'm not sure if I can have those out. They have 8 uses each left, so maybe not. And then we have this one right here, which I think is a beautiful shade, and it would be nice to have 1 shadow rolling out, but I don't know if I can reach any of them 10 times. But I'll try with at least 1. And then for the new products rolling in, for like my handpicked products, I think I should be able to get that Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue out within 1 month. It's only 10 uses, should be able to be done. And then I'll try to have maybe the Colourpop blush, what is it called? The Desert Rose blush. Maybe this one I can also have out in the next month. And if I do that, I will at least have a couple of things rolling in next month. But again, that is going to be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!